also noticed there's been interesting timing with an ad that has, I don't know if it's like a Pluto, show or whatever, but or a show that wound up on Pluto, like a comedy, Dreyfus girl from Seinfeld or whatever. But someone has their hands up to their mouth, like, oh my God, the horror, And twice now, when I've come by that billboard, like weird things have happened, as if like, say there was a horror that happened either to someone or something on the street, and just as you walk by, the actual imagery of people going, like, what if that popped up just as there was a car accident right at that spot, or just as someone flipped out right at that spot? How weird would it be if the ad played into it? You know what I mean? So that's how crazy it can get with timing. Someone collapses right there where the billboards are, and then what pops up is that ad with everyone looking in horror down at the sidewalk, So that's how weird it gets, And then there's 50 million people saying that it's not about you, But say I experienced something so weird that's like they could do it. Like people could plan for certain music to play when you walk by, or whatever, go into a store. And it could, mess with you personally. Like say you went through a divorce, and there's all these like sad songs about being alone and lonely, or always something there to remind me. It could, and these days at Starbucks and similar locations, whoever the supervisor is during any shift, he or she can control the music. So say they're besties with your ex, and they decide to get a little too much and like play a game, and it's like the ex breaks up, you're broken up from your ex, and you have to go shopping for groceries and everything, so so you go shopping for groceries and everything, and what happens is music comes on that reminds you of your ex. Yeah, you're welcome. So stuff like that could happen, and it can get really crazy all the time. Even at 5:30, 6 in the morning. It depends on what your references are. Like if you're targeted, it could happen. Say you have certain references. Say you're a totally sweet, nice person, and you feel sorry for a lot of people who might be down on their luck or have certain issues, and it's like you wish you could you wish you could totally help everyone in the universe and that the world was a better place, that kind of thing. And it's like you actually can't, because you're barely surviving as it is, and you have to sort of do odd things just to try to hopefully make a living, So are we straight or are we straight? Make a right? Or straight? Jessup House. And then which way? So it's been extra dark here on Sansom. Between 12th, and the middle of 12th Street, 12th or 1200 block. This used to be Merkaz, but they switched it to Goldie. It's part of an Israeli soul food collective, or Israeli collective, or I guess it's Israeli. Well, anyway, I don't know if they call it Israeli Soul Collective, or we'll have to look into that because it sounds like a soul collection. So, anyway. Yep, this turns out it's right, I think. And not operating. It's the signage. A little thing I wanted to add, because I talked about the Pope in my first video this morning, and him being in critical condition with respiratory issues, pneumonia, this, that, and the other. And he visited here in 2015, of course. And what's interesting is, during the first week of August 2021, I wound up with a searing toothache, upper left, number 15. Sometimes 16 is a problem, but number 15. And oddly, 2 days later, there was a mass shooting at Smile Direct Dental Club, a warehouse in, like, I think it was Nashville, Tennessee, or Memphis. I keep forgetting the exact location. I know that it's one of the big cities in Tennessee. So that was odd. We had a Smile Direct Dental Club here, like a regular store here in the neighborhood, on Walnut, a block east that way. And in addition, the Pope, it said in the news, received 3 bullets sent in the mail, or 3 bullets were sent in the mail to the Pope. I don't know if it actually reached, his office or what have you. And on top of that, 3 men were shot and injured, at an Airbnb here in the neighborhood. And I wondered if there was a message or a connection with the toothache. My upper left, number 15, has a filling in it, not a crown. Like, when I was younger, we did wind up with a lot of dental work, although I never had braces, but I had, crowns and fillings and all that. Some people don't love that all that went on, because they don't think that our diet